If you're looking for fun and easy Halloween themed ideas for your forest school, or home education, then this is for you. So today I'll be showing you how to make some nature wands, conker eyeballs, and broomsticks. And the perfect thing about this is we're not using any tools, so it can be done with young children who may need a bit more support and older children and teenagers who can probably do this independently. So before starting these activities, we're going to go on a short nature walk to collect our items. I'm using this tray, and you can either do this before you start your activities or you can also do it with your group. So on my nature walk, I've collected some conkers, some grass, some dried leaves, some flowers and some dried fern, and 3 sticks for the broomsticks. So to make your nature wands, you're going to need a stick. I've chosen this one because I think it has a cool handle, but you can choose any stick of any shape or size that you'd like. I've got some different leaves and some flowers. You'll also need some pipe cleaners, and I've chosen some autumnal colours to go along with mine as I want a nice autumnal nature wand. So to start my nature wand, I'm going to take some of the flowers that I've collected and put them in a bunch. And then these are going to be on the top of my wand. Then I'm going to take my pipe cleaner and just wrap it around as tight as I can. And this will help me secure the flowers. I also think it looks nice if you slowly come down with the pipe cleaners, as it just makes it look a little bit more magical. Then just twist off the ends to make them stay. And I'll do the same with the top. We now have our top part secured. I'm happy with the top. I'm just going to plan out where I would like the rest of my leaves to go along my wand. Quite like that. This leaf is beautiful, so I'm going to put that there too. So now I've decided how I want my wand to look. I'm going to attach and secure them. So the same as with the top, we want to take the stems of the leaves and place them on the stick and use our pipe cleaner to wrap around as tightly as we can to attach them. Usually just wrap it around a few times and then come down the stick, just to add a bit more of pattern. Then squeeze tight to secure them, like that. And now I'm going to add my bottom leaves. Doing the same process, wrapping them around really tight to start. These ones want to wiggle around. There we go. Then keep wrapping them and then add into the pattern. So now that I'm happy with my nature wand, it's time to cast a spell. Iggity, ziggity, zaggity, zoom. In the next tutorial, we'll be making some brooms. Your broomsticks, first of all you need a stick, and I have 3 sticks as I'm going to show you 3 ways of making a broomstick. You will also need some string, scissors, and the 3 ways I'm going to show you are with some dried ferns, some grass and some leaves. So the first broomstick that I'm going to make will be using grass, and to start I'm just going to cut my string ready to tie off later, and then I'm just going to pop this to the side. Then I'm going to take my grass and wrap it around the top of my stick, just like this. This is the fiddly part. You want to hold it in place, and we're going to wrap the string as tightly as we can around the grass, a little bit like we did with the nature wands. Now that it's all around, I'm going to try and tie a cute little bow in the front, just to secure it, like that. And we now have our first broomstick. For broomstick number 2, I'm going to use some dried fern. So again, cutting my string to the right size, putting this to the side. Then I'm going to take my dried ferns and wrap them around, the same as with the grass, on top of the stick. Just trying to cover as much of it as I can. And as these are a little bit shorter, some might fall off, but that's okay. We're then going to take our string and wrap it tightly to secure them together. And wrap it around the other way. We're going to finish with a nice little bow again. And don't worry if whilst you're doing this some fall off. We'll give them a shake at the end. And just tie. And pull. We now have our second broomstick. For our final broomstick, we're going to be using some leaves. So again, same as the other 2, we're going to cut our string and pop it to the side. Then we're going to take some of our leaves and place them around the outside of the stick. And this one takes a little bit longer than the others, as you need to try and secure them all in place separately. And the more that you pile on, the cooler of an effect this ends up having. Make sure to put some underneath too. And once you're happy with the placement, then it's time to wrap it around with some string. This one is the extra fiddly one, and it's a little bit harder to wrap it around. So we're going to still wrap around. And the same with the other side. And tie it off in a bow. If you have any leaves that have fallen off, all you need to do is just push them back in through the string. We have our final broomstick. For your conker eyeballs, you'll of course need a conker. You'll also need a white paint pen, a black paint pen, and then another paint pen for whatever colour of your eye you would like, and I've chosen orange. So we're going to start by drawing a white circle with our paint pens, give them a little bit of a shake to start. And this conker already has a nice circular shape to it, so I'm just going to go ahead and colour that in. Next, I'm going to take my orange pen and draw a smaller circle inside the white and just colour that in. And for the last step, I'm going to take my black pen, give it a little bit of a shake, and draw an even smaller circle inside the eye. Like this, and here we have our little conker eyeball. These three crafts are always the most popular at our forest school Halloween parties, and we'd love to see if you try them out too. So if you do try any of our activities that we've shown you today, make sure to comment below and let us know how they went.